let's go back to the NFL and let's talk about teams that made the biggest moves, the best moves, and the best signings, and teams that were just, like I like to say, that were kind of on the aroma of point shaving that some of them like to do sometimes. Shed, what NFL team do you think made the best signings, and what NFL team do you think made the worst signings or worst moves?
Well, the way I kind of look at it, it's been a lot of movement. Chip Kelly's been doing a lot of stuff that people don't understand. And then he brings in DeMarco Murray. So that's a big move. And the only reason I think that's a big move is because he's taken him from a division rival. And who's to say that DeMarco Murray will still be that same back? Hopefully he will. In my eyes, he got a lot of carries that year. Did a lot of damage for the Dallas Cowboys. But he's injury prone. Every year it seems like something's up with him. If he can stay healthy for the rest of his career, especially in Philadelphia, that could be a huge move for them.
True.
But if he doesn't, the Cowboys are going to be laughing in his face because, they got Darren McFadden. He's been injury prone too, but with that offensive line, don't know what can happen with that. They still got Joseph Randle back there too. I mean, the Cowboys are still a legitimate threat to win that, the NFC East. But the way that, Chip Kelly kind of stole Murray, it kind of puts a little burner on the Cowboys right now.
Okay. Ty, what about you, Ty?
As much as it hurts for me to say, Green Bay.
Oh, wow.
It's not too much for them to do. They're already a great team in the NFC Championship game last year. Keep your players. This is what Ted Thompson does. He keeps his best player, Randall Cobb, back in the fold. You got Brian Bulaga back in the fold. And while they did let A.J. Hawk go, we saw them unveil Clay Matthews at middle linebacker week 10. And so, perhaps they saw this coming in. I mean, Clay Matthews, you got Julius Peppers on the outside in a passing situation. Just put him to the outside, let him do what he does. A couple other teams I want to say that did make some pretty good moves. The Jets. Revis, Skrine, and now they got Antonio Cromartie back in there.
Man,
not to mention
Rex Ryan is rolling over his grave right now. He was wishing for a secondary like this.
Now, if they bring in Drew Brees, is a rumor that I've been hearing about. That will make it even more crazy.
Number 5 against the rush was the Sons of Anarchy, Wilkinson Muhammad, Sheldon Richardson, and Harrison Damon. And so when you shore up that pass defense, which was middle of the pack last year, you're going to make some moves. And another team I want to say good, Houston Texans. Watt, Vince Wilfork, and if Clowney comes back and does what he needs to do with Roman Cornell as defensive coordinator, they're going to need that because Andrew Luck is 5-1 against them with 14 touches and 3 picks.
That's a lot of beef down there for that Texans front line.
Yeah, it is.
But, let me stay in the AFC South and let me go to Indianapolis. They made a lot of key veteran moves, getting some of the U-boys with Frank Gore and Andre Johnson. As you see there.
Recognized.
I like what they did, but another team in the AFC East, Mr. Rex Ryan, Buffalo. Buffalo was able to retain Jerry Hughes. They was able to get LaShawn McCoy. They put an offer sheet out for Charles Clay at tight end. Now, if they can figure out their quarterback situation, I think Buffalo has a chance to maybe overthrow New England for that title. You lose Revis, you lose Browner, you lose Will Folk, you're losing a lot on the Patriots defense.
But they own that division.
They do, but
no one's saying they're going to win a Super Bowl, but they own that division. Best quarterback in the division.
No disrespect to Tom Brady, he's definitely the best quarterback in that division. But eventually, good things have to come to an end. And another team, and which pains me to say this, I made another great move was Seattle. The way that they stole Jimmy Graham in the middle of the night and nobody knew about it from New Orleans for a first-round pick and Max Unger to team up with Beast Mode and Russell, last name.
Wilson.
There you go. I think that would be a formidable duo and a formidable team. And a team that has that aroma of that point-shaving aroma, that team that's already throwing it in. We're going to have to go down to the Big Easy. Something's not smelling too well in the Big Easy. You're getting rid of all the offensive weapons. You got rid of Kenny Stills for pretty much nothing. You get rid of Jimmy Graham, the second best tight end. Drew Brees is up here sending out memes to kids crying and everything. You got kids crying down in New Orleans because they losing out the best player. I don't know what's going down with Sean Payton in New Orleans. I know they're trying to shore up the defense, but
I agree.
Man.
That was one of my teams too. That's kind of mailing it in. Not to mention, so you had your first round pick, Brandon Cooks, get hurt last year. Regardless of if you got a first round pick from Seattle, no one's going to come in and give you Kenny and Jimmy Graham's production in their first year. So I don't understand it. And then Oakland, they like to hang out as one of the worst teams in free agency.
Trent.
I mean, it is what it is. No one wants to go out there, but what do? They picked up a guy by the name. They got Trent, and so that's his third team since being a first-round pick.
Third overall.
And mind you,
Jim Brown called him
Trent
out.
did call himself the next beast mode, right?
Oh,
Right. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. You're in Oakland now, buddy.